Hello, and welcome to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. We are in the midst of a series of beers from the Baird Beer Company, and Baird is a Japanese craft beer company, a very large one, which has been around for about 20 years. They started in the year 2001. And they started in a small town called Numazu, which is in Shizuoka Prefecture. And they have been around, again, about 20 years, in 2001, and then they started expanding and from a system of 250 liters up to 1,000 liters. In 2014, they opened a huge new brewery out in Shuzenji area of Shizuoka Prefecture. This is about an hour and a half south of Tokyo. And they also started opening a series of tap rooms starting in 2005 and 2008. And they now have 10 tap rooms, including one in Los Angeles. So you can get Baird Beer in Los Angeles as well. So they've been very aggressive and have been expanding throughout the time that they've been making beer. And today the beer we're going to look at is a celebration beer. It's a beer that comes out in December of each year. It's a seasonal beer. It's called Jubilation Ale. And I'm not exactly sure what the style is. I might say it's kind of a winter warmer, perhaps. Maybe something close to a Christmas beer. So again, December 11th is the date it comes out every year. This is a pretty hefty beer. It is 8% in alcohol and 28 international bittering units, IBUs. The style on RateBeer is called flavored or other. So we can't really guess for the style from that, but I'm going to call it a winter warmer or Christmas ale. On RateBeer, it has 140 ratings and an average score of 3.4 out of 10, and 72 percentile rating for all beers on RateBeer, and 93 for its style, which again is flavored or other. This is part of Baird's what they call their Fruitful Life series, their fruit beer series. And the fruit is, as you can see here on the label, figs. So in Japanese, ichichiku. And so they use locally grown figs, and they also use cinnamon sticks up here from a Japanese tree as well. And it also contains some red cane sugar as well. So I guess we're going to have to classify this as a kind of a holiday ale. Baird labels are always interesting, and this one is no exception. It includes, or it tries to appear like a woodblock print, and it has a picture of the fig and the cinnamon sticks as well. Okay, and it's called, again, Jubilation Ale. Okay, well, let's give this one a go, shall we? Again, it's an 8%er, 8% and 28 international bittering units. Okay, so it pours out a kind of reddish, dark reddish blonde. You can look through it here. You can see the carbonation rising there. With a half a finger, even less of light beige sort of head. Kind of creamy, some sloppy lace. Let's give the aroma a go. It does definitely has some mildly dark fruitiness. I'm not getting the cinnamon yet. Let's swirl it around and see what we come up with. Okay, that really produces quite a bit more. So Kind of sweet, lightly tangy, sort of dark fruitiness. Okay, in the flavor, we get the fig fruitiness, and then the cinnamon does come up quite a bit. So cinnamon doesn't really register in the aroma, but in the flavor, it's there for sure. It's interesting too. From mid palate on, it kind of sticks to the back of the tongue, and functions maybe as a kind of a sort of a similar effect as the hop might have on the tongue. Very interesting. This is solid beer for sure. Once again, Baird Jubilation Ale. And this, again, is a seasonal beer, so it comes out at the end of the year. I happened to find it about a month ago in a department store, liquor store in Kyoto. So the best by date is December of this year. So it generally should have it's got about a year shelf life. I think it probably, with this alcohol level, it might go a little bit longer. It's not terribly heavy bodied. Kind of medium bodied rather than heavy, so maybe a year is about right. So cheers, and if I haven't said it already, Happy New Year. We're already in March, but maybe I haven't seen you before, so Happy New Year to you. And if you happen to find this beer, Baird does export to the US for sure. You can find their beers quite easily around Japan, and of course go to one of their tap rooms. They have one in Numazu, the Fish Market Tap Room. They have one in Shuzenji at their big brewery, one in Hakuba at the ski resort, and in Nagano, and one in Osaka, which just opened up a few months ago, 5 in Tokyo, and 1 tap room in Los Angeles. So check out Baird Beer. I think you'll like them. They make a wide variety of interesting beers, seasonals, year-rounds, fruit beers, all kinds of beers. Okay, and in the next video, we'll be taking a look at the last of this series of 6 Baird beers. And that will be the Dark Sky Imperial Stout. Okay, well that's it for today. Please subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment, okay? Take care. We'll see you next time.